Hey everybody, I'm the Texas Bluesman and we're going to do some barbecue. This is going to be the Meat Church Mexican style pork butt. We've got Cholula, we've got the Dia de la Fajita, we've got the Matt Pittman Meat shirt on, and everything is ready to go. We're going to try this Mexican pork butt, so let's get to spicing it up. All right, so I'm making this for others, so I'm going to watch my gloved hands. I'm going to give it just a little trim here. I'm going to take some of this pieces off here like this that are hanging off. Fat is flavor, so I'm not going to be, mad about a little bit of extra fat here and there. But we do have the fat cap on the other side, and this side here is going to be the bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and just trim a little extra off here and there around that bone. Got a little fat over here next to the money muscle. A little piece jutting out there. Curve that off. All right. Well, that looks good. I'm not going to do a lot to it. I got this at Sam's. There's a whole extra piece of fat right there. I'm just going to slice that right off. This is pork, by the way, so I'm not going to be real mad about almost any of it. The ridge there is going to not play nice. All right. Yeah. So there we go. I'm gonna leave that cap, and this side looks good. All right. So got a couple of these to do. That's about what I'm going to do to it right there. Not a whole lot of extra. So I'm going to take my handling glove off, and we got some Cholula here, original hot sauce. This is the large bottle. Take that lid off. And I'm going to go liberal with this. Now, most of the time when you do pork butt, in the South, you use mustard, as Matt likes to say. But we're going to coat this really good with some Mexican hot sauce. How about that? Woo, slippery. A little extra down here. All the crevices really well. And then I want to get fat cap over here. Make sure that everything's covered really well. Can't have too much. We're actually adding flavor with the Cholula today. And then, whoa, slickery. We're gonna go with the Meat Church Dia de la Fajita. Come on, camera. All right, there you go. We're gonna sprinkle this upside down. Get a little bit better even coverage here. If you've looked at the recipe on meatchurch.com, Matt talks about how this can be a little bit salty, but that this is a big piece of meat, so we're not going to worry too much about it. in this case. I actually find the Dia de la Fajita to be a little peppery in most cases when I use it, which I'm not mad about a little pepper either. That pepper is going to give it a really nice bark, although this isn't got a lot of paprika in it. It's not going to be your traditional red rub that you see on pork ribs and other things. All right, so just going to make sure got it good. And there it is. I'm gonna let this set for a little while, and then we're gonna go put it on the smoker. Now, Matt likes to cook his at 250 because he put it on the morning, he's cooking it for evening time. I like to do overnight cooks with my Traeger, so I'm gonna put it on the Traeger. I've got it going outside. I'm gonna put it on there at 180. And I'm gonna smoke it overnight. Matt's way of doing this is to let it go 7 or 8 hours and then use a little chicken stock in the foil pan. I like to let it go a couple hours to get all of the old juices out of it and everything else, and then put it in a foil pan early and then just capture all the fat renderings that come out of it rather than using the chicken stock. So that's what I'm gonna do. And then we'll see you in the morning. Once again, I'm not sponsored in any way, shape, or form by Meat Church or anything else like this. I just love to watch barbecue videos on YouTube, and I'm gonna make my own, and this is what you can do. So we'll see how it turns out. Good morning, folks. It's Paul Bird again, and we're out here going to check on these pork butts. They've been smoking since a little after 11 last night, and so it's a little after 9 this morning, so about 10 hours. We're going to check them out, see where they are and what the temperatures are, and we're going to put a wrap on the top of them. Let's check it out. Here we are with the Traeger. Oh man. Don't fog up my screen. Look at all of that juice in those pork butts right there. They're looking good. Let's see what they are. Yeah, they're only about 170, so they're the perfect temperature to wrap. We're going to put a little bit more seasoning on them, some more Cholula, and we're going to wrap them. Now, how did this Traeger do on pellets? Did pretty good. I went to bed last night and then realized, man, I need to go make sure I got enough pellets, and good thing I did because it was almost out. So I had it open for a minute, but the old Savannah Stoker there only lost 10 degrees and it's on its way back. So I'm gonna go get my aluminum foil and I'm going to cover these up and season them real quick. So let me go get that. I'll be right back. All right, I've got my stuff here. I've got some aluminum foil. I've got my Cholula. I've got my fajita seasoning. So here we go. And butter. Let me go grab those pork butts. We'll make some magic happen. Got my trusty red towel here. Wipe my hands on. All right, here we go. So again with some Cholula. Now, there's no rhyme or reason with this. I'm just kind of coating this thing in it. Any of the extra is going to run down into all of that rendered fat. down the bottom. It's going to help us out later when we separate that out, pull it. I'm just going to give it a good coating. This fajita seasoning all over. All right. Now comes the butter. I'm not wearing gloves, but I'm not touching anything either. Oh, well, just one right to the juice. It'd be easier if I touched it. Like I said, I'm cooking this for other people. So, give another couple of pats. There, that was a half a stick of butter between both pork butts. Cover this up. Not super tight. Kind of leave a little air gap in there. I'm gonna keep any extra smoke off of this and braise it a little bit in its own juices. All right. Ha, whatever. Looking beautiful. And I'm gonna go ahead and crank this up to 250. And we'll finish these things off, let them rest. All right, I'll see you later. Hey folks, I just want to bring up once again, I'm not sponsored by anybody. This is my second YouTube video, or it might be my first, depending on how they come out in post-production. So I made those two steaks yesterday, and I'm making these today, and my hand is really shaky on this, holding this heavy camera at arm's length, recording this video right here, right now. So we'll see how this comes out, but once again, not sponsored by Traeger, I'm not sponsored by Meat Church, anything. I just love Meat Church rubs, and I love all of Matt's recipes. I've watched everybody's recipe from How to Barbecue Right to Baby Back Maniac to T-Roy Cooks to Meat Church. I love them all, and so that's why I'm trying these out. And you can probably tell this is getting even more shaky because my arm's about to give out. So I'm gonna sign off for now. All right, well, one of them is good while the other one is not, so let's take a look. Ooh. Oh man, look, it's just falling apart. There's a bone coming out of it already. Oh man, got some good bark on there. We got some good juice. We're gonna pour this juice off into a fat separator, and after this thing cools down, man, look at that. That butter just did something to it. Oh man, that's gonna be tender. Matt put these back on for a little bit to build up and bark. But I don't think I'm gonna worry about it. All right, here we are. This pork butt's been resting about 30-40 minutes, and it has come down to a temperature of about 170, 175. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull it so that I can get on with my day. I'm just gonna take it A lot of people like to pull this fat cap and then throw it away. I think it adds a lot of flavor to the meat. I have already taken out the bone. You can see how it just slipped right out of there. Let's take this money muscle out. Take a look at it. Oh, there's a good smoke ring on there. Oh man, that's just absolutely beautiful. Well, I'm not a competition barbecue guy, but they all talk about the smoke ring. I'm gonna take a bite. It's one of the best pulled pork butts that I've ever done. So good. Look at that smoke ring on there. You see that? That's a nice piece of pork right there. Now, as always, all the seasoning's on the outside, and so once we pull the pork, we have to get some on the inside too. So I'm going to add a little bit more fajita seasoning to this just after the fact. Here, mix it in just to give it all just a little bit more flavor.
Just trying to play the game. The more things change, the more they stay the same.
I'm even gonna sprinkle back a little more Cholula back in it.
I got a new job. Work my fingers to the bone. Too tired to go out. Got to spend my nights at home. One thing's for certain. I'm about to go insane.
All right, there we go. That's the video. Well, folks, that's all for this video, and I appreciate you joining me. And hit subscribe and like if you want to see more of these things. Comment in the comments below and let me know what you'd like to watch me cook. I think I mentioned before, maybe I clipped it out during editing, but I've got a new smoker on the way. It's in manufacture right now, if that gives you any hint, and there's not a lot of videos out there with this new pellet smoker, so look forward to it. I am, and I'm going to be retiring the old trusty Traeger that I've had 4 or 5 years. That Lil Tex Elite has smoked a lot of meat that a lot of people have enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and God bless you.